And I started organic farming not because I was concerned about the weeds or the chemicals or anything else. I was concerned about how I was going to make the financial ends meet. And I decided, I went over all my farm costs, and I decided the one thing I could do without was chemicals. So I quit using chemicals. Chemical fertilizer is made out of natural gas. And the problem here is, if I can pull a little deal, the farmers don't have their Scottish background, and they don't know the meaning of the word thrift. And if they knew the meaning of the word thrift, they would never use commercial fertilizer again, because they can get natural fertilizer, natural nitrogen from the air. And so why would they buy fertilizer if they can get natural nitrogen from the air? 2 weeks ago, the head of the health protection branch, an older woman, was being interviewed on CTV, and she said that the surface water right across Canada was polluted. Now, that is a terrible thing, to think that here all this water is polluted. Dr. Alan Cessna has been saying this for 10 years, and he is with the National Hydrology Water Institute, I think it is.
Would it be correct to assume that the surface water and the groundwater is polluted from agricultural chemicals?
All the surface water and 1/3 of the groundwater is polluted with herbicides. Yeah.
So in 59 years, 1/3 of all our groundwater became polluted.
Yeah. Probably was in the first 10. How are we going to have a healthy population if we're going to have to use polluted water? I frequently write to the Premier, the Minister of Agriculture, the Minister of the Environment. In fact, I wrote to the Premier a couple of weeks ago and asked him when he was going to start cleaning up the water, about this pollution in the water, surface water, and when is he going to start cleaning it up? And I haven't heard anything yet. So
we're a very small membership organization, but I think we have been dedicated. We have looked at the different problems, and we have presented the problems and suggested solutions, which usually weren't followed, I might say.
In the year of 2000, the Environmental Committee of the House of Commons, which was an all-party committee, said that all farmers should be subsidized to quit using chemicals. I haven't heard any more about it. I haven't heard one politician across Canada say this is what farmers should do, or this is what we're going to do to help them.
Slow change.
If I was sure it was changing, I'd be happier. What is Mother Nature doing for you right now? I do believe that Mother Nature was a powerful old girl, and she's going to do whatever she can for us if we let her. Alfalfa and yellow blossom sweet clover and a lot of these crops produce nitrogen. Human waste is also another possible product, particularly on smaller areas like gardens. 2 women were down in the garden. They had 2 plastic bags, and they had them practically full of red root pigweed. Well, to me, red root pigweed was a weed. And I said, well, what are you doing here? And they said, red root pigweed is a specialty in China, which really surprised me. So after that, I quit growing spinach, and I I eat nothing but red root pigweed instead of spinach, and I think it's a very good substitute. So I'm just giving you this example of what they do in other parts of the world to show that we need to start thinking about doing that here. And as we really move into organic farming, we need to know the nutritional value of the plants so we can decide, are we going to eat them, are we going to feed them to cows, or throw them away, or plow them in. I've been writing to try to get people in agriculture at university to do a nutritional study on these weeds. And then we're in far better position to make decisions about what do we do. If we knew the nutritional value of the weeds, we could do a lot of things working with Mother Nature. I think she would like us to each have a book with all the qualities in there, but we don't have that.
I probably met him, about 12 years ago or so when I was working for the Saskatchewan Eco Network, and he was very active in terms of pesticides in the water, and we were working on water issues. So we had meetings together, and he was telling me about his concerns and really talking about the implications of pesticides that were used in agriculture and how they would get into the water supply and the well water, and how it had a health impact on people and communities. He's made a wonderful contribution, helped me learn about the issues, been supportive of me in my work as an environmentalist and somebody who cares about agriculture.
I think that Elmer over the years has given me a lot of encouragement to stand up for what I believed in, the rights of farmers, and then also on the other hand, I had a great respect for Elmer with his organic work and all the information that he passed on to me.
Well, Elmer in many sense is the father of us all in the organic movement, and Elmer always took the lead on things. He was always courageous, always stepping out and always speaking up constantly for organic agriculture and speaking about the problems that chemicals and pesticides were causing for human health. And Elmer helped many of the organic farmers get started. I would say he was a mentor. He was certainly a mentor to me, and he was a mentor to many others as more and more people entered into the organic field and were searching to know how to do it. How do you master this? How do you make a transfer over from chemical agriculture to organic agriculture? Elmer was always there.
Elmer was always very modest about his farming ability, and he would say, that he wasn't a great farmer, but what he did was he showed that anyone could learn the next steps on how to become a better farmer. And so I think in that way he inspired many people to learn those lessons, what they needed to do to take the next step to improve their farming techniques. And he was always a great educator.
I got a great pleasure out of it over the last 30 years or 35, whatever you said. Is over those years I have met a lot of fine people from all over the province that were interested in becoming organic farmers. I spent a lot of time talking to them, helping them get started, and on the other hand they helped me in a lot of ways. And so that has been, to me, that has been the great credit, is working with these people all these years, not actually getting the award.
You do make a difference in the world. What you do, how you behave, your choices make a difference in the world. It's up to you to decide what that difference is going to be.
And I think that's really important when you consider where agriculture is going now. We've got issues, we've got GMOs, pesticides, chemical fertilizers, incredible energy inputs into agriculture, and organics is totally the other direction. So to acknowledge that is really amazing.